it's Guido coming at you with a, late tactics talk. It is Friday. I don't know what time I'll be done with this. It's about 8 a.m. and I forgot to do this. I sort of lost some of my time to a old game called Panzer Corps 2 and started to slack. I actually have some videos already done, but they're for next week. I wanted to finish up guest help week, and I had this video to do so, but I forgot to make it, or I had this replay and I forgot to make the video. So let's see, how do you do this? It's not my fault. The world failed me, and it's your fault, not mine. I believe that's the modern way you do it. I'm pretty sure that it's not my fault. NATO Tiger, our old friend, NATO Tiger 53, Clan Bob in his Jackson, and he is a tier 6 bottom tier, and says he has a pretty good game here, fellas. So we're going to check this out. We are here on Himmel's Westfield-Dorf. This is a ride-along. I haven't seen this particular replay. And we have I'm going to call it interesting setup. We have a rammer, low-noise exhaust, and binoculars. We have another setup. Let's see if he switches it out. We're running, we've also got the food. We're running both of our number 2 setups. So we have flexed. Perhaps the binoculars and low noise are something that he does bottom tier. Let me see if there's something going on in his typing here. Not chock full of medals, a nice Jackson replay verse tier 8. And all right, so I'm going to say what he wrote in the way he intended for it to be written. Unfortunately, he's talking about how do I put this nicely? He's talking about a subpar fighter squadron is the reference, I believe. Admittedly fighter bros, but also just not top tier fighter squadron. All right, he says he does 3 kills and 3244 damage. All right. Now that is in reference to a fighter squadron known as the Bats, the 44th Fighter Squadron, and it is among the Kadena fighter squadrons flying the Eagle back in the day. It was known as subpar. They were awesome bros, but I have to be like that. That's how we roll at Kadena. There was always a rivalry. They were the FBs to us. The effing Bats. The other squadron two squadrons were the Cox, the 67th, and the Dirty Dozen Rules, the best fighter squadron at Kadena. I believe there would be multiple arguments about that. This is a one-way conversation, so I get to say the way I want it to be. This BZ is frightening me, by the way, back to the replay. Also, this is a dangerous game we're playing. This tiny Boosh. I'm really surprised nobody has popped over and seen you. What is you have a BZ-176. Top tier with 6s around. What is that guy doing? Honestly, how has he not popped over and just absolutely decimated things? Huh. Very strange. Now, I'm reading 3244. I'm thinking, is that 3,244? We better get to work because there's already a bunch of hit points off the table. I don't even know how many thousands are left. Is there even 3,000 left? There is. There definitely is. But he's losing teammates. That often helps you get down. Oh, boy. The BZ. How do we not get spotted, fellas? What is going on? I've never seen anyone use this position, shoot from places like this, and not get spotted. That BZ-176 must have minus 20 spotting rate. That shot went in. I think that directly hit. The BZ's getting worked over. Poor guy, every time he pops out, he's getting thumped. I kind of like the gun on this Jackson for a tier 6. It is a TD. It does have a turret, which is nice. This should be a good shot. Oh, screen not penetrated. 240 Alpha. Yeah, 240 Alpha, which is punchy for a tier 6. It's no 300 like the Basoto or something, but you got a turret and you're pretty mobile. The turret changes things. We can hit. Oh, armor not penetrated. This is really more of you can't call it a heavy necessarily because the armor's not great, although the turret, the matlet can sometimes give you balance, and the hull isn't horrible. It's not great, but it isn't horrible. But in terms of positioning and what you can do in supporting heavies, it's very heavy-esque and can actually swing to kind of a, I don't know, kind of a medium tank role. It's got enough mobility to get around. And what on earth is he just permatracked? I think he is. This poor guy. It's like, please don't stop. No, okay. MC King 150 down in a blaze of inglory. Uh-oh. Let's finish him off. That's nice. We are having an absolute field day. I don't know what this other team is doing. You watch the replays, fellas, and you got to go with the flow. The enemy team's going to make its decisions, and if you can take advantage of it, like our friend here is, NATO Tiger, just sitting in a spot. My ghasts are flabbered, honestly, but it's working, man. The enemy team just didn't poke up over the middle. I cannot, for the life of me, understand. You're in a BZ-176 that you did not live on that middle ridge. Boy, his spotting is horrendous, isn't it? I mean, it's not known for spotting, really, the BZ, but wow. You can see that Nate, he's looking at that bush. He's like, I do not like those shots that hit me. He really wants to one-shot that Jackson that's been shooting him. All right, so we still have a Su-130. We're up to 1,600 damage. I mean, you look at it, we're definitely within range of the $3,000. All right, we're going to reposition. I like it. Are we going to get off this? No, we're just going to hang out here. Honestly, I think there was an option, man, to push forward and help them kill off the BZ and maybe the Super Hellcat. Dangerous game with a BZ. Doesn't matter now. BZ's dead. There's an AMBT. There's a lot of hit points left. He's got at least one tier 8. Well, there's one tier 8. The other one's died. So he's got a Udez, possibly 100% hit points, but you don't know because he was on the other side of the map. There's oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh. Okay. Nope. He's not 100% hit points. This is going to hit, isn't it? Through the train. Oh, dang it. Oh, he's making a runner. He's a runner. He's a pop star. Oh, nice high roll, 273. Shoot the Skoda. He's got more hit points. Just go shoot the Skoda. There you go. That's a cheesy damage farming technique right there. Oh, and then the low roll, so the game got it back from him. Said, here's a 270, and here's a 217. Oh, boy. Ramalama ding dang. Now, this is not one by any means. We have 2,420 damage. Kind of hanging it out up here on this promontory. The Crocodile is headed on to the... Well, I thought he was going to go down there and spot. We've got an E-25, dangerous foe. And the Kuro and the Thunderbolt are starting to take out Artie. That's very nice. And that's going to create quite an advantage right there with them back there. Because you can expect potentially the E-25s being pulled back that way. The Cannonen, you can see him moving towards the middle, although he's low hit points. Artillery just fires at something. Maybe where the E-25 was last, or a tree went down, who knows. And NATO, where's he going? There's no... Well, maybe he's trying to go over and cut off the 14.5. Possible good move if the guy came up and over and got into these trees. He was headed in that direction, so who knows where he went. I suspect he's not, though, because I feel like you'd have been spotted crossing over here. Did they kill the... They did. They just got the Thunderbolt, didn't they? Yep. So the Tiger 2 Kuro is probably trapped where he is, to be honest. And I forgot about the P-43 BIS. So all of a sudden we're a little more even here, aren't we? The Jackson has hit points to give, but he can only take about 2 shots or so from the Udez. There is an Artie that can hammer him, and the E-25 can machine gun him down pretty quickly. We're at 2,400 damage. We've got our teammates hanging over the edge there. That's not a great spot. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of cover there, so based on how much damage he gets, I suspect maybe a few more friends are going to die here before he finishes this game off. Another thing I want to talk about is, you'll see it at the end, proper old guy technique of, I believe NATO Tiger used his phone to take a picture of his screenshot, or a phone shot, or a picture shot. I don't know. It's not a screenshot. Essentially using his phone to take a picture of his screen. That's how you'll see it. I dutifully included them. Hummel, 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 Hummel. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. That is the exact reaction I would expect from a former bat right there. Dead. All right, now we don't get bombed by Artie. That is a good feeling. This thing does struggle to climb hills. Decent speed once it gets up to speed. Pretty poor power to weight ratio. The Kuro dies. Oh, yes. We got to kill this guy. Oh, come on. Yeah, nice. 152, 2,700 damage. Backs out of it. Yeah, maybe. If the E25's around, maybe you don't want to just go blazing into the open and let him start machine gunning you from cover, so that's all right. Looks like they got the Kuro. The Kanonen is making a dumb move into the backfield. I don't really know why. Oh, probably went down to that building and he's trying to hide from those two. So I'm curious, fellas. What do you think? Where's the E25? I believe NATO's going to sneak up behind him here. He may get spotted before he gets close, but I'm betting he's up here somewhere. I mean, he could be in the middle still somewhere. But I bet he's in one of these bushes off the edge taking shots at things, trying to support the P-43. We've gobbled up a lot of map real estate. We really haven't looked off to the right very much, but I feel like maybe you'd have been spotted by now if he was in the middle. So are we going to find him right here, or is he along the edge? He could be along the edge. Interesting. Might pause and let your binocs cook. Shots going in there. Is it artillery trying to shoot into where the BIS is? There he is. Yep. Oop. Oh, I'd have gone for the ram, man. There you go. Oh, yeah, very nice. Oh, we got our engine. Nice, nice. That tears it. Oh, we got hit by the BIS for 244. I wouldn't sit in the same... Yeah, see, I would not have stayed in the exact same spot. The Artie is still shooting where he was. You see that shot go over there? He's not even close to that. He's up here in these bushes. Yeah, if you take a hit from someone you don't see, they're probably going to shoot in the same spot. You know, you were spotted and he's not getting lit. You got to go right because there's rocks in the way. You know, there's too much stuff. Yeah, there's stuff in the way right here along this edge. So if you, yeah, there's a rock. There you go. All right, man. Thanks for sending that in. So as advertised, 3,244 TUI points, and didn't mention 1,068 assists and 3 kills. He said, not chock full of medals, a nice Jackson replay. That's true. There aren't a ton of medals on it, but it is an ace mastery. That's a big game in a bottom tier Jacksonian. Really nicely done, man. 4,300 combined. Man, that's a big game. Can't be unhappy about that. Really nicely done right there, man. Sorry this is late, fellas. What is that symbol? What is this down here? What's that? Adrenaline rush, accelerated gun loading, low vehicle hit points. Is that new? Not the adrenaline rush, because that's a skill. But that's wild. There's a symbol. This is the first time I've ever noticed that symbol. Maybe it's been there for 11 years. It hasn't, because that skill hasn't been around 11 years. But still, very interesting. Let you know. I don't know. Maybe that's another new little thing they've chucked in there. Let me know if you know down there in the comments. But thanks for coming by and checking out this video. NATO Tiger, really well done. You guys are about to see the phone shot, screenshot. That is something my mom would do, man. Maybe he was on the road. He's probably on the road with his laptop, and that's the way he did it. Anywho, that's all I've got. You guys have a fantastic weekend, as it is a Friday. Get out there and enjoy yourself. It's a long weekend for me because I have the day off. Should be streaming a little bit later, by the way, if you're seeing this video in the morning or so. And then got the 4-day weekend, so that's awesome. Happy Labor Day, all that good stuff. Summer's over, more or less. Not here in Florida, of course. We're going to have another 2 months of scorching weather, but for the rest of you, it's probably cooling off into fall. And that's all I got. How many times have I said that's all I've got? I don't know, but that is all I've got. We will see ya.